Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rabi'atun Nasruha, kelas DPM 2A, nombor matrik 04 DPM 20F2070. Today I would like to present about consumer buying behavior. The introduction, consumer buying behavior discuss the definition of consumer and the meaning of a consumer buying behavior. Definition of consumer. Consumer individuals who buy product and service for themselves or on behalf or their households. They are the final users or the end users of this product. They buy things that enable them to survive the physical demand of life, but they also use this purchase to indicate their role in society, to express their personality, to reveal their attitudes and opinions, to emphasize the value they hold, and to demonstrate their will. So, beside that, I like to share and explain the meaning of consumer buying behavior. Consumer buying behavior describe how consumer make purchase decision and how they use the purchased product. Therefore, it is important to understand how the decision making process come about. Why do consumer make the purchase? What the factor the influence consumer purchase? So that's only for my presentation. It will to continue by our member group. So thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nois Faradila Syahada binti Muhammad Sabri. My number matrix 04 DPM 20F2054. I want to explain about business buying behavior. Introduction to business buying behavior. Business buying behavior involve business buyers, organization, consumer, markets, and buying centers. Okay, business buyers. For the example, some of you may enjoy eating fried chicken at KFC restaurant, but do you ever wonder about what goes behind each piece of chicken you eat? The company needs to make a purchase of a raw ingredient and garnish it before you could enjoy the bite of fried chicken. KFC restaurant may buy the chicken from a supplier, and the chili sauce they use come from region food industries. Because those purchased by KFC restaurant are not meats for personal consumptions. KFC become the business customer for the chicken suppliers and region food industries. The latter are example of companies that do business market for KFC restaurants. Product commons are purchased by business customer. Business customer have 7 types of product. First, a raw material, finished product. Third is part, capital equipment goods, accessories equipment goods, maintenance and repair goods, operation supplier. Okay, first I want to give you example. A raw material. Raw material is a basic material like water, plastic, mineral and chemical that's a good into the making of the products itself. Production of a mineral water equipment mineralizes water as the raw material. Semi-finished product. The example is a raw material that have been transformed into an unfinished state that goes into the making of a finished product. The rubber sheet into the production of a shoes, or big paper cuts that go into the production of a books and semi-finished product. Parts finished and complete parts that go into the finished product as a components, engine, tire, and seats are a part of components for a car manufacturing. Capital for the last is capital equipment goods, machineries, manufacturing plants, and robots needs to assembly or produce a product or infrastructures like a road and a bridge. That's all from me.
Okay, first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name Wanda Alia binti Wan Aziz. My metric number 04DPM20F2050. Okay, I want to explain about business market versus consumer market. They are different between the consumer market and the organization market. They have a table about business market versus consumer market. Okay, firstly, number. Few but largest buyers and many but small buyers. And secondly, demand. Derive demand from consumer market and individuals themselves. And third, distribution structure, more direct and more indirect. Next, natural of buying unit, more professional and more personal. Okay, in additions, type of decision and decision process, more people, complex and formalist, and small number, simpler and informal, and use of reciprocity, yes and no, and use of leasing, greater and lesser, and lastly, relationship, more informal and closer and more formal. Okay, that's all from me and my friend explain about chapter 3 consumer and business market. Thank you for listening.